Hola Amigos, me llamo Cheval, bienvenida a mi canal. As y'all see, we out here in these calles. We're in Mèrdia, in Central. And today, we are celebrating the Day of the Dead. So vámonos, let's go. So here we are, just waiting for the parade to start, and I was really excited and stuff, but I should have known better because I was rushing the whole entire time before I got there, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to miss the parade, I don't want to miss the parade. And then to come to find out, I didn't even have to rush because I forgot I'm on MPT, not BPT. Okay, if you know what I'm saying. So to kill time, I'm literally just looking at all of the different art and entertainment. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of giving me Mardi Gras vibes because you saw people selling like little different toys and things like that. And oh yeah, it was giving very much Mardi Gras vibes. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're finally starting people.
3 hours later.
3 hours later, we're starting. Huh? I said, how many hours later we're starting?
Punto de las 9 de la noche. Y yo quiero escuchar un grito esta noche, gente bonita. Bienvenidos al desfile de las Catrinas en el marco del Festival de las Ánimas 2023. Mariachi juvenil mexicanísimo. Y acompáñenos con las palmas, gente bonita. Bienvenidos al Festival de las Ánimas 2023, presentando el Paseo de las Catrinas, evento organizado por el Ayuntamiento de Mèrdia, presidido por Renauda de la Concha. En este carro alegórico del Ayuntamiento de Mèrdia, con nuestros catrines y catrines en este gran desfile.
the most beautiful parade I ever saw, but it was also the most shortest. So next I wanted to get my face painted. We was walking for like several hours and we finally found someone. She literally pulled me in and I was like, yeah, I was so happy. And y'all, this is going to be a story time / lesson for anybody who's anticipating or participating in Dia los Muertos for the next coming year. Now, if you're in these calles in Mèrdia, I'm going to need you to do a few things. If someone offers you a product or a service before you even ask the price, please ask the price, because they can literally charge you anything and you will be stuck there having to pay it without you knowing how much you're going to be. Now, because I'm a local, I know the price for typical things, but I literally forgot to ask this girl the price before I sat down and received her service, because yeah, I was expecting to pay a little bit less because I know the price, the market price, but because it was a tourist area and given the situation, Dia los Muertos, the parades and all the other festivities, and then I look like a tourist, right, you know, and of course she's going to take advantage of that, which like most people do. If they're in their stores or their services are located in the touristy area, they will take advantage of that opportunity. And what's so crazy was I was gifted this. My friends who I was with gifted me to get my face painted for my birthday, and I was like glad, because otherwise I would have been scammed literally out of $10. So make sure that you ask the price before you receive a service or product here. That is a lesson for us all to learn from. Yeah, $10 is not that much, but if you know the market prices, which is about 40 pesos, and you're like, wow, that's pretty much the average market price, I literally got chipped off because I was a tourist. Welcome to Mèrdia. And yeah, but she did a really great job. And yeah, just FYI, it's okay for foreigners to get their face painted. It is okay. That was definitely one of my concerns. I didn't want to appropriate anybody's culture or anything like that. Dia los Muertos is definitely a open practice. It's not closed. And yeah, they love when people celebrate their culture and do things like they're doing. They are very family orientated people, so yeah, of course they will love when anybody embraces their culture and tries to blend into the culture. So yeah, more of the story is just ask prices before, because sometimes you may not even have the cash, because a lot of places here do not take cards. You need cash, you know, and you don't want to have to owe anybody, and most of them don't know how to use Cash App or have Cash App or Venmo or anything that's similar. So yeah, shout out to the friends who gifted me with this face. There was another man that came up to me, and his wife was right there, and he literally trying to take a picture with me, and I thought he was trying to take me and his wife a picture, but he was trying to take a picture with me, and I'm like, I'm looking at his wife like, you okay with this? Yeah, she did. You look fantastic. Thank you. I don't want to wipe this off tonight, but I'm going to have to wipe this off because I don't know what this stuff in there. De blanco te miro, a ver si otro día o el otro año pasas por donde yo estoy. This man wanted to dedicate a song. He wanted to shoot his shot, even though he was still in a wheelchair. My baby didn't have no legs, and he still was trying to shoot his shot. These men out here. Look at that. It's perfect. Really beautiful day today. Okay, so this event is supposed to be people riding on bicycles with their traditional, I guess, like makeup and costumes on, and with animals. The animals are supposed to be in costumes. But I don't see anybody in costumes. I hardly see people riding on bikes. But I mean, I'm out here, so hopefully that maybe next year it'll be bigger, it'll be more exciting for us, this event. But as of now, in 2023, I think it's a bad idea to have this event around 8 o'clock because most people get up at least 11 o'clock here. So, yeah, that's very interesting. Look how the other mannequins dressed. Hello, y'all. I don't think. Yeah.
But it's clear. Oh, there's a little kid with something in his head, but that's what...
So luckily, I ran into a friend, and we ended up like walking down Paseo Monteo with her dogs, and just enjoying the scene. And I got to learn about the history of Paseo Monteo because she went on a tour, and she was just telling me about all of the things that happened. And yeah, just like telling me where the best restaurants are. So I'm glad it wasn't really a total waste for me to be out there. So if you're new to Mèrdia, let me give you a rundown on Paseo Monteo. It is a place where a lot of artists, people showcase their talents, their skills. This is a place to be if you are a content creator, if you're an artist, a musician, a dancer. You got to display your talents out on Paseo Monteo. And that's exactly what I saw that day. Wow. That's a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Okay, I'm ready.
Ahorita quedamos hacia el lado. Eso. Nadie se mueva. ¡Bravo! Muy bien. Muy bien. A ver, un globo por acá para hacer el siguiente concurso.
So basically, it's just a riding event, but nobody's here though. This will never work in Mèrdia. The art is very pretty.
Hi, my name is Jenny Lynn James, and I own the first Black gallery in Mèrdia, Mexico. It's called Arte Bacanal. It's in Central, east part of Central. If you're free, come on down next Saturday, 4th of November. We have an art show, and the theme is black and white. So all the paintings are going to be in black and white, monochromatic colors. Excellent show. There's never been anything like it in Mèrdia. So please come and support us. The blues.
Wow.
And here we have the Supremes.
Oh, nice.
I like to paint the dancers in front enjoying the music.
Okay, I swear. You rent your bikes. Oh, look at this car. Alright, so we're here. So as you notice, here in Mexico, they honor their deceased loved ones. And so their pets are also part of the family. So it's only right that they honor their deceased pets as well. That's pretty much what this event was about. I got to see altars set for deceased pets, dogs and cats with their pictures and their favorite snacks on an altar. And yeah, it was also a dog.
Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking.
Y la traemos con todo y jugadores de pelota maya que se llama Pok. Este juego se llama Pok. Y por supuesto traemos el simbolismo maya de las ánimas, los pichanes. ¿Ustedes saben qué significa Hanalpichán? ¿Quién no sabe qué significa Hanalpichán? Y así como está nuestro chavo de acá que tiene la pelota maya, es un pichán, es una ánima, entonces es comida de ánimas, Hanalpichán. Nos pueden visitar de este ladito, estamos al lado de Asimat y ahí está nuestro altar tradicional haciendo tortillas a mano.
Tengo que decir porque luego a veces hay rollo. Como son salas que son más pequeñas, es la ubicación de balance en el rudo de estas estaciones de radio. Siguiente pase doble es gente participando. A ver, el amigo ahí. Último pase doble. Y es para la... Y vamos a recibirlos con un fuerte aplauso de la música.
Llorona de azul celeste, ay de mí, llorona, llorona de azul celeste.
So of course I had to get my face painted again, and this time I had a great experience, and it was exactly the price I thought it was. And y'all listen, I asked the price before I sat down and received service this time, okay? So yeah, here she is doing her thing, and she had a beautiful little girl. Yeah, she just kept coming by me, but she wasn't saying anything. And yeah, I was just like, y'all look at that. Be sure to like the video, y'all, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I think next year I will be trying to do the makeup myself, because I kind of see how they do it. I think I can definitely catch on to it. What do y'all think? First painting was better or the second one?
Así es, mi Yucatán.
After the show, I met this beautiful young lady. She wanted to go hang out after the show, and I was like, I had already called my Uber, so I couldn't go. We took a picture and we exchanged numbers, and the women here can be very friendly sometimes. I don't know. I was expecting to see a lot of more. I don't know.
No Mexican time. Okay. On time. Mucho gusto, pues yo soy Gerardo, somos
Yes, for the new cemeteries. They choose the area here that used to be a hacienda, and the owner gave the land, everything that surrounds us, as a gift to the government. And the name of the hacienda back in the days, in 1780s and 1790s, was Ixcojolte, from the Mayan language. The name of the place means the place of the owls, el lugar de los búhos. Place of the owls was the name of the hacienda. And it took a while, since even when the land was donated, it took a while from to stop the people, to tell them that it's not mandatory to bury your loved ones in the church. The new rule, the new law says that you have to go to a cemetery. Imagine that all of your life you have seen your loved ones in one spot that you consider sacred, and suddenly they change that to a place without any church, without anything. Join us. Is that okay? But I'm speaking only in English. When he get caught by the military police, well, for no reason but to give some haciendas to the Mayan people, to teach them the Constitution in Mexico. He translated the Constitution, the Mexican Constitution, into Mayan language, to teach the Mayan people about their rights. Still was out of the city only in the 1800s, and it used to be a place for the cars of the caretakers or the undertakers to stay. And behind that, a few meters, a few dozen meters, dozen yards from the place we're gonna find. As you notice, is to help the souls of the people in the way back to heaven, or, as we'll explain in a moment, also to ask for forgiveness, mercy, or just to pray for the souls of the people. Okay, so we're gonna find mausoleum, and I will explain the history in a second. Let's answer both of the questions that we had a moment ago. I need to stay there. I need to be a little bit away. There are no heirs to the family in a long time. It's now a legal debate if the state should take care of that specific mausoleum, because when you notice, actually that's the most expensive mausoleum. It's not this one. It's the one right over at the beginning. Is the budget work, the fence was made in Belgium, and it was part of a ship. Weird thing, it was really part of a ship. They take it from the ship and they use it in their mausoleum, which is not something common. And if you see the figures on top, also the two kids up there, they are not angels, no wings, so no angels, but they are holding beacons, or light, not a lighthouse in Spanish, is the same faro, but it is different in English, beacons, and the others will be lighthouses. But that's another branch, okay? So that's the legal issue. There are other branch families that they have the legal right to request the property, but they haven't, or they don't want to in this moment. In for the soul of the person, they don't know exactly what happened, and maybe they think they need some celestial help. So the open arms and the hands in angels or the Christ means mercy, begging for mercy upon the soul of the person. Okay? Other positions and saints and virgins or Christ himself are related more to the things they like to more than any meaning specifically. They're respected maybe and a very kind person, and they are sure that he's going or she's going to heaven. Okay? You may find other times the hands together like this. This is a praying angel. Okay, so he's praying for the rest of the soul of the person. Could be one of the meanings because the person was not so happy when they died, so they're asking for to pray for the soul of the person. Okay, and the other way could be an angel or the Christ itself. With open arms could be like this, totally open arms, or just with the hands like this. Okay, this is seeking or begging for mercy. It's usually when the person was not a really nice person, maybe, or was somehow the family felt that he or she failed them, and they need to be forgiven in heaven, not here. So that's why the angel or the Christ is asking or showing mercy upon the person. Okay? Any other position, especially in the Christ, are related to, we might say, likes of the people. Okay? Only day that we used to visit. Like in any other part of the world, when you feel that you want to go and visit the tomb of your loved one, then you go and you present offerings, flowers, a candle. You even have a chance to stay and talk with the person. But it is officially no, and that means that the color will be according to your liking. And there are cemeteries in other parts of other small villages in the Yucatan that are famous because it's very colorful. And the tombs are painted with even soccer team colors, okay? Or political parties, or musical groups. And they want to have that in their tomb. Their colors, their signs, I would say, their painting related exactly to that. And it's a little bit crazy, but it's a specific place that is called Hoctun, Hoctun. It's a small cemetery, a little bit outside a village. And for photographers in Mexico, it's famous because of the colors and the things that the undertaker do for the people living there. Named Medina. So this is a real story. She was a little girl, teenager, and along with other 3 sisters, they were living together, but her father was really, really sick. And being the little one, according to the local tradition, she was the one in care of their father.
Catholicism is one of the biggest religions here in Mexico, and they believe that the angels protect them. So they use angelic figures. They will have them around their houses, in front of their doors, and also on tombs. Now, the different angels doing different gestures and pointing, they all mean something different, and I'm going to share with you what the host shared with everyone in the tour. So if you see an angel that is pointing straight to heaven, it is said that the person lived a very righteous, godlike life, and that there's no doubt to anyone, not even the person, that they will not be going anywhere elsewhere but heaven. So there's no doubt I'm going right up above, and that is how they show their faith. If you see an angel that has open arms, it's said that they were begging for forgiveness for something that they have done wrong, or maybe the person have died doing something that they weren't supposed to do, and they need forgiveness for it. And if you see an angel with praying hands, which just seems to be the most common one I've seen, and it's basically kind of the same thing with the open arm angel, but it says to mean that they're begging for mercy and forgiveness to be in heaven, because they didn't really lead a righteous life at all, nor that they have a religious background. So it's like begging, please God, let these people or these individuals into heaven. Now, if the grave or the angels were facing the opposite way of the tomb, it is said to believe that the person didn't believe in Christianity as a whole.
Modern ones after the Mexican Revolution.
There are different ways that they choose to honor their deceased loved ones, and one way is by dedicating a song to them, kind of like this one.
Ay, perdón, no, es que estabas. Que me lo puse una frente. Sorry. Está bien. Llorona, 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 llévame al río. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 llévame al río. Tápame con tu rebozo, llorona, porque me muero de frío. Tápame con tu rebozo, llorona, porque me muero de frío.
So this graveyard tour was literally everything. I learned so much about the history. Now, as y'all seen, there were different stories that was very intriguing and very spooky. But a few that stood out to me the most was the little girl with the chicken story. Really intriguing. Loved the chicken. She followed the chicken no matter where she went, and that was her pet. And the chicken died. And a few weeks later, the little girl was so heartbroken because her chicken died. She was so attached to the chicken until she passed away as well. And we don't know if it's a myth or if it's true, but most likely it is true because like who would create a whole monument, a statue for of a little girl holding a chicken and put it close to their grave like that? Who would do that? Who would put? No, no, you wouldn't do that if it was not true. Another story that was very intriguing was the regretful one. I think it's called the regretful one, but it was a teenage girl who had the responsibility of taking care of her sick dad. She was the youngest of all her siblings because that's what the custom is here for the younger siblings to take care of their parents if, just in case they were sick or something. And she was responsible of taking care of the dad, and she really wanted to go to this prom or a ball or something like that. So she ended up like going and not, taking care of her dad and neglecting her dad. And what happened was when she got back from the ball or the prom, she found her dad. She was dead, and so the family they created a monument of the girl tucking her father into the bed, and that was her legacy. That's how the next generations will remember her as the one who was neglectful toward her father. And I thought to myself, like, wow, that's petty. But I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. Another thing I learned was that people were buried based off of class, your job. They had a section for cab workers or, Uber. You can say Uber people now. Like, they Uber didn't exist back then, but you know what I mean. Like, it was cab workers had a section, a burial section. There is, I don't know if there still is, but there is or was a large population of Asians here. They also had a section. The Freemasons had also a section, but it was mostly geared toward and made for the masteries of of the secret society, the Freemasons. They had their own section. Asians had their own sections, and then they had like these little graves, like they was small. It was like so small. It looked like a little box. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm not sure if this is true that they believe in cremation because I'm like, you can't put a body in those little boxes. I think that was for the lower class individuals as well. And then you saw these big monument um, tombs that like it was just like little houses or something, you know. And I'm guessing that this was for the more affluent, more rich people that lived here in Merida. So it was very exciting to see all of this. You got to learn a lot about the history and also the people. Because, as it goes, if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. So the history of going there was, I didn't expect to gain that much knowledge from going there. So I recommend anybody to go to the free tours that they have. It's a cemetery tour. I'm not sure if they offer it beyond the Day of the Dead holidays and festivities, but if you have a chance to go next year, I would definitely recommend it. It was really informational. I really enjoyed myself this weekend. I really had a blast. I learned a lot about the culture. So everything that you saw so far on this video literally is a tourist attraction. It's not really so much what the Yucateos do, or as the Dia de los Muertos. They don't really do those things. They participate in them, but that's not what they traditionally do. What they traditionally do on November 1st and 2nd, which is Dia de los Muertos, they honor their family by means of going to the gravesite. It's disrespectful not to. They honor their deceased loved ones by putting flowers and candles. They make offerings. They even make tables of offering tables for their loved ones, deceased loved ones. And that is how they honor their dead, really. And there's a certain type of flower that they would put, and I'll leave the name of the flower right there. This is the flowers that they use to put everywhere to honor their deceased loved ones. And we're talking about the pets as well. Animals are a part of the family here. And so yes, they're going to honor their pets as well. Pets are part of the family. And so all of that stuff that y'all saw in this video pretty much was touristy. Okay, it was for tourists. But the real day of Dia de los Muertos is November 1st and 2nd. And here in the Yucatan, according to my cemetery tour, that the Yucatecos celebrate and honor their dead or deceased loved ones for the entire month of November. If you ever get a chance to experience Dia de los Muertos, you will see people painting their faces with skulls, looking like a skull. Yeah, they paint their faces looking like a skull to show respect to their dead loved ones and welcoming them on the earth while they're here for November. Now, some people say, "Oh, it's just paying respect to your loved ones." Yeah, either way it goes, you will see skull people. You will see people dressed like a skull or their face painted like a skull. Not so much like a costume, but mostly their face painted like a skull. Paintings can represent life and death, the transformation between the two. It also reminds people to appreciate your life while you have it, because, you're not going to have it forever. And also, there's other symbolisms that they use, such as the Dia de los Muertos pan de Dia de los Muertos, and just round pan juice, cake or whatever, and they can be used as offerings. Also, can be used as a meal or something to eat during the time. I think it can be compared to Mardi Gras season in New Orleans, where we have our king cake and things like that. But it's just tradition that we've used in New Orleans, where we just basically we eat king cake during that time. And FYI, Dia de los Muertos is not a closed practice. It is for everyone to experience. I've had some concerns myself. I was like, am I appropriating the culture? Is it okay for me to do that? But one way for sure is by being in the country and asking someone who is, a citizen of the country to see if it would offend you. In fact, they were just like, "Yeah, I'll paint your face. I'll paint your face." I got my face painted twice, and this is my third time. And so people were just like happy, like, "Yes, yes, I'll paint your face. I'll paint your face." They were just so happy and eager to do it. And so yeah, that solved that problem. In fact, I believe that the Mexican people just love when people embrace their culture, and I guess it shows respect to them as well. This is a Day of the Dead bread. This is a little bit more over the top one. There are others that are just regular, plain, that gets left on the altars. And of course you can enjoy these, personally as well. Like, Mèrdia is my home. It's my heart. I get people sometimes to comment negative things about how they think the people think of us.
And some people will say negative things online, but you can't tell me anything. This is my home. This is my home. I mean, literally, look at where I'm from and how close in proximity Mèrdia is to that place. I know what the people feel because I am out there in the streets. So a person online could say things and make accusations and make assumptions, but you don't understand. You don't know because you're not with us. You're not with me. And I literally had this family came up to me, and it was like we were family. And I guess because we had dark skin, he came up to me with his baby and his wife, and they wanted to take pictures with me. And the little baby, she was just so beautiful. I was like, oh my God, my heart, like, do you know how comfortable you have to be with somebody to just come up to them and like, hey, let's take a photo together. We're family. It was like, we're family. Let's take a photo together. It was like that type of energy. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is my home. Okay? I'm glad we got it out of the way. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being with me on this journey. Like, I am not the same person anymore. I am truly free. I am truly myself. I am truly becoming, I'm just so happy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just happy. I'm so happy and grateful to be in this country. I don't care what nobody said about this country. I don't care. You could be telling me a whole million things. I am not going out of this country. I am not leaving. It's me home. And thank you, Mèrdia, for having me.
That is pretty much it. Be sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, okay? Come on. I guess he was trying to sell me something.